Well, I was looking at building this setup and kind of keeping my eyes open, and eventually I found all of them. There is those 5, and there's a chase out there somewhere. I didn't get that one, but I found these other 2, and I have the other 3 that we've already opened. Alright, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to open these 2. Okay, and we'll complete that set. And then we also just have a 10-pack to open. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, first up, Hot Wheels Car Culture. Number 5 of 5. Okay, Mazda RX-3. It's got some thick paper on there. Get rid of that garbage. Mazda RX-3. Okay, metal body, metal base. It's got the real rider tires on it. Feels pretty decent, nice and heavy, just like these guys. These guys here are a little tiny car like this, but it weighs so much more than the mainline cars. And bear with me for a moment here. I have the One Punch Man kit there. Looks like it's I'm pretty sure it's the same car, Mazda RX-3. It looks like it's got the same spoilers, same front chin spoiler, so it's probably the same car. Pretty neat. The windows are they're dark. Trying to see if it's left-hand drive or right-hand drive. I don't see a steering wheel in there. Do you see one? Maybe left-hand drive. Which is strange because I thought the rest were all right-hand drives. Anyway, alright, well, no matter what, it's part of the collection. Okay, and then we have the Toyota Corolla. So the orange one, 72 Toyota Corolla, 11. This one opened a little nicer. Nice glossy paint on it. In fact, each of these had pretty decent looking paint on it. A little bit of orange peel, not too bad. It's got the headlights and the taillights. Alright, well there you go. So that's that set. So I can stop looking for those now, so that's kind of fun. Now I have to start looking for more stuff, which leads me to the next thing. Okay, so I got a 10-pack here. I don't usually buy 10 packs or 8 packs unless it's got something I really want in here. And if you guys remember my list from previous videos, I'm kind of kind of zoomed a little bit here. Okay, so this is my my list of different cars and stuff that I've had over my years. All right, so if you watch the other video there where I talked about this, basically we're just going to go through and we're going to check mark off every time I find another casting that is either identical or at least closely resembles something off my list. Okay, so this kit here, if you can see a purple Camaro in the middle. Okay, so I've had, between my wife and I, we've had a couple Camaros. Okay, so I got up here, got an 88 and an 85 Camaro. All right, so I don't know which year that one is. It's an IROC Z, so I'm guessing it's probably a little bit later, maybe an 88 or something, or closer to that age. So probably I'm gonna open up first before I check it off anyway, and we'll just see if the underneath of the casting says a year on it. All right, but it's so it's a Hot Wheels 10. Okay, doesn't really say much else on this box. All right, I'm just gonna go back in. All right, see how we can get into this box. Bear with me for a moment, folks. Alright, leave it to me to open it upside down. Alright, so we'll just start with that one anyway, since that's the one I was after. So our Camaro was blue. This one's not, so this one may end up in the paint booth. Alright, well, if you watched my customizing video of my Camaro, didn't turn out amazing. Okay, well, I want this thing zoom. There was some damage done to my door, so no matter what, this is just a practice casting anyway. I'll end up stripping this one down again and repainting and just practicing as I start to learn how to do customs. Okay, but hopefully by the time I get around to painting this one, that'll do a much better job. The other thing too is I was contemplating snagging the wheels off this newer Camaro to put on this one, because personally I find these wheels a bit kind of atrocious. I don't know why they went with such big wheels, but you know, maybe some people like them, but for my personal taste it doesn't suit. They just kind of don't look right on this car. But anyway, so nonetheless, this to zoom in. No, it doesn't tell us a year, but we know it's the 82 to what, 82 to 92. Is that when they did these? That's this body style, right? So I'm gonna suggest that it's somewhere around the 86 to 90 range probably, but I'm gonna check it off as our 88, and eventually I'll paint it blue unless I find a blue one. All right, so here's the 88 here. Okay, so lots left on this list to look for. It's going to take me a long time, and like I said, I'm not going to find identical matches to the cars, whether they were nice ones or beaters that I had in my past, but I'm going to find stuff that represents, so that eventually when I build that collection, I can look at it and I can go back down memory lane and remember different times we had in the cars, different quirks about the cars and stuff, and when I'm going over them, I'll be sure to show them to you and talk to you guys about some of those old stories. So notable mentions, there's also a Porsche here, there's a couple Lambos, okay, there's a Subaru and an Audi up here. I already have the Repu casting and the Proton, is that what they call it? And then there's only like one fantasy car out of this kit. So there was actually a different one of these 10 packs that had that purple Camaro in it, but it had like 5 fantasy cars in it. And so I didn't buy it at that store, and when I went to a different store I found this one, and it only had basically one fantasy car in it. So I decided to spend the money, and it's like 20 bucks here in Canada for this 10 pack, right? So I'd rather only get one fantasy car for the 20 bucks than 5. Okay, well, let's just take a look here and see. I don't know if this is... I got too much stuff in my background. Okay, I think it says a 60, it says 68 Buick Riviera, or 66, maybe a 66. Okay. Quite the boat. 2-door. Those doors must have been pretty heavy on that car, I'm guessing. Alright. Next up, Subaru. Is that a Subaru BRZ? Pandem. I know I already have this casting, otherwise I think I might have even opened it on a different video. So, but of course everyone knows in this hobby you end up with lots of doubles. It does happen. I know I have this one also somewhere probably. Whether I opened it or not on a video yet, I don't know. Mazda Repu. I don't know what a Mazda Repu or Repu or how you pronounce it, I don't know. But I have it. Alright, Lambo. Don't know which one. Huracan. Storado. Zoom in. Okay. I know there's a few color variations of this one. You can see the 63. It's kind of almost ghost-like on this. Catch it in a certain light. Probably be a pretty fun car in real life, eh? Alright, since we're looking at the Lambos, let's check this one out here too. Yeah, it is Gallardo. I don't know all my Lambos and all the supercars that well. But in time I'll learn, I know. If I play with these cars long enough, eventually I'm going to learn. So at least they were kind enough to put some decals on here, rear tempos, and this Lambo didn't get any for some reason, but this one did. Nor did... Well, this one got the tempos. So not sure, I guess this one's more special. Hopefully this Porsche got some tempos. Oh, okay, yeah, looks like it did. Rear tail lights. I definitely appreciate when I get the lights and more detail to the vehicles, because I'm more likely to hang on to the ones I like and display them. And I particularly like Porsches. I haven't owned any yet. There's none on my list of cars I've owned, but maybe one day. Alright, trying to get this fantasy car out of here. Alright, so it's a police. Cyber speeder. Must go real fast. Alright, and I think this is the car from Malaysia or somewhere over there. There it is in all its glory. Almost looks like the 88 Nissan Sentra I had way back in the day. Kind of similar shaped. Proton Sega. Alright, last one. Alright, got an Audi. Try and get this to zoom in. Upside down. 2019 Audi R8 Spider. It's convertible. Are they all convertible? I haven't been close enough to an Audi R8 in real life to actually know that. You can leave a comment if you want, if you have that intel. Alright, so guys, that's that wraps up what I have for my opening for today. So I got finished the setup, so that's good. I'm happy about that. And then just a few randoms, and then I got another one to add to my list of cars, which is going to take a long time to build that list, but I will take these castings as I find them and keep adding them to the list and checking them off. So at that, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and hit the like button if you don't mind. It does help me out a lot. Same as comments. If there's anything that you liked here, or if you want to share any stories of your own vehicles, please leave a comment and let's build this community up. All right, you guys have a great day. Happy hunting out there, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.